In decision making, there is the definition stage, there's the information gathering stage, and there's the testing stage, among others. Hey, it's Pastor Fabian. It's good to be back with you again, as it always is. We've been talking about decision making, how to make right choices, and how to make good decisions as we walk through life. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15 puts it this way: A fool, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. You can't tell me nothing, says the fool, because his way is right. You can't tell him nothing. He knows it's right, even if it's not. But the wise are not so. Because what the wise do is, after they've gathered their information, the Bible says that those who are wise, they listen to counsel. I can tell whether you're going to be successful or not, whether or not you even have a propensity, a willingness to expose yourself to be evaluated, to listen to counsel. Counsel does not come only to direct the footsteps. Counsel also comes to open the eyes so that you can decide. It doesn't come to shackle the hands or shackle the feet and insist this is the way that you have to go. You're bound. Counsel is not law. Counsel comes to challenge conclusions and open the eyes to possibilities. And then counsel says, you decide. Today's story comes out of Exodus chapter 18, verse 23. Exodus chapter 18, verse 23, Moses had married a Midianite woman, and her father was a man by the name of Jethro. He left his wife, I think her name was, let's see, what was her name here? What's her name? Zipporah. Had left Zipporah with her dad back in Midian. And Midian had decided it's time for me to bring my daughter back to her husband Moses, along with the two kids, the two sons. And so he brought them back to Moses out there in the wilderness. And they have a grand reunion and a grand feast the night he comes. He's glad to see his wife, his father-in-law, his kid. It's all wonderful. The next morning, we're talking about decision making. We're talking about counselors and how they help us to evaluate the information that we've gathered so we can make good choices, right choices, and good decisions. He gets up the next morning and he observes. Any good counselor, that's what they're going to do. Before they say anything, just open up their ears, open up their eyes. They're observing. They're drawing in information. And he notices Moses gets up and he goes up to the top of the hill and he sits there and he watches as the more the morning progresses, the line gets longer and longer and longer of people who are lining up to hear what Moses has to say concerning their conflicts, their disagreements, their issues. He's sitting like a judge, one man for hundreds, for thousands of people who are coming up in front of him with cases. Moses sits there and he does this. Jethro doesn't say anything at first. He just observes. Later on, Jethro challenges. Every good counselor will challenge. He'll challenge or he may confirm. She may challenge or she may confirm. Don't be afraid of the counselors that challenge. You want them. You don't want yes men and yes women. You want people who can observe and challenge. First thing that Jethro says to Moses, what is this thing you're doing? Why are you sitting there like this from morning until evening like a judge? And then he offers this. He says, this is my evaluation. This is my challenge to you. The thing that you're doing, it's not good. I'm challenging you. You don't want to hear this, but I'm challenging you. It's not good. And then he offers this evaluation. If you continue like this, this is what's going to happen. You're going to wear yourself out and you're going to wear out the people. Good counselor comes to observe first, then challenge and evaluate. Observe, challenge, evaluate. You want these people to help test the conclusions that you have come to in your decision making. You've gathered information, You sat down, now you're evaluating it. You don't want your friends and your homies from around the way. You want counselors who will observe, challenge, and evaluate. And then here's the next thing that I said. Open the eyes to possibilities. Jethro says this. This is what I suggest you to do so that you don't wear yourself out and wear out these people. Gather to yourself capable men who fear God, who love the truth, and hate bribery. I'm talking about potential. I'm talking about open up your eyes to capacity, to potential, to possibilities. If you will gather men who fear God, love truth, hate dishonest gain, and are capable, and put them over thousands, over hundreds, over 50s, and over 10s. Put yourself over the difficult cases and let these people handle the lesser cases. They'll handle thousands at a time, hundreds at a time, 10s at a time, 50s at a time. And when they have a real difficult case, they bring it to you. And in so doing, the people will get the justice they're looking for, and you will not wear yourself out. Jethro has observed, he's evaluated, he's challenged before he made his evaluation, challenging what you're doing. Why are you doing this? Asking you challenging, provocative questions. Questions that make you feel uncomfortable in your seat. Don't be afraid of those kind of counselors. That's what you need right now. People who will ask you the kind of questions that make you squirm and make you feel uncomfortable. You don't want a yes man. Then after they evaluate, they open your eyes to possibility. And I said it earlier, counsel doesn't come to shackle. It doesn't come to bind your hand and say, this is the way you have to go. Finally, what counsel says is, you decide. I love what Jethro says. In Numbers 18:23, Jethro says this, if you do this thing and God so commands you, it will go well with you and your people will go to their place in peace and you won't wear them to yourself out. If God commands you. In other words, this is my counsel. This is my advice. But it's not law. It doesn't come to shackle you. It doesn't come to bind you. Ultimately, you under God make the choice and make the decision. There's a lot more to say about counsel in the testing stage. But until next time, I'm Pastor Fabian. Know the truth and keep living by faith. I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace. We're out of here.
Truth is a ministry of Powerhouse International Church. For more information, visit us on our website at powerhouse1.org.